and welcome to the introduction to our April 2025 class in a box and card class at Evenly. The products that we're using for this particular class are the mixed labels dies, the mixed florals dies and the mixed media florals papers. Let me introduce you to the papers to start with. So you will receive a quarter of a pack of papers with each of your class in a box. So these are 6 inches by 12 inches. So each panel technically could make 3 card fronts if you use them just as is. Obviously we've got something different going on for the products. So the first one we have, excuse me, is this one here. And this is the one that I've used to create this card. And all I've done is chopped up a portion of that, added the middle portion to the center, and added a die cut with some sentiments. So that's the first card and first of the papers. The next set of papers, I've created this card here, and although you may not be able to see the detail, I've actually used a blends pen alcohol marker to colour the background. And just to show you, here are 2 variations. So if I put this together, this is how the original piece looked, just in basically black and white, a little bit of grey obviously in there. And then you will have 2 blend pens to have a go with for this class. So if you've never used them, here's an opportunity for you to have a go. They're included in the price of the class. And you will have a Granny Apple Green, this is the dark one, and a Flirty Flamingo. And either you'll have a set of dark or a set of light that you can use for the backgrounds and for colouring the flowers. Now if you've already got those colours of pens and you want a different set, just let me know, but you'll get 2 colours, ideally one including a green, but if you've already got a green, just let me know which you prefer. This banner is from the mixed labels dies. The stamp is from an existing stamp set called Simply Said. So that's that piece of paper, and also you can make 3 cards of that. All of the backing layers you get included as well. This one here I've used on this particular card. Now obviously these papers are interchangeable with the exception of those first 2, and you will include in your box, you will have these die cuts as well. This is from the mixed florals dies, and as well as cutting out the mixed florals stamps that you won't actually need for the project, but obviously you'll have, if you have them, you'll be able to do a lot more. We do have this beautiful die, and you'll get some die cuts in different colours. So we've got Garden Green and Flirty Flamingo on this one, and then you'll be able to layer those up accordingly, and you'll have this banner shape cut out as well. That's from this paper. What I didn't show you, I'm sorry, was the reverse of the other 2. So we have this really beautiful painted effect that also you can stamp on as well. So that's our 3rd card. We then have this paper, and actually I'm thinking, is that the one that I used on there? Yes it is. And on the reverse we've got the pretty petal pink design on the back. Okay, we then have this one here, and I've used part of that for this card here. This is card number 4. So the mixed labels dies have some really nice shape dies that you would have seen on the earlier card, the very first one. This shape here that's got some embossing. And so what I will provide you with is 2 different colours of card that have been cut to size with those apertures pre-cut for you. and then I've just popped some papers behind. You could cut out a specific part of the paper, or you could just put one panel behind all of those if you wish. This is a landscape cut card, so it's using part of that and also part of this paper. The reverse of that last one, sorry, is a garden green painted wash. So we have this one here, and that's got black and white flowers on that coordinate with the stamp set. And then this one here I've also used on another version of this aperture card, but as I said, most of these other ones are interchangeable. We've got a little bit of this petal pink on here and the green, and the reverse has got a black and white splashes. And then the final card is a gatefold with a pop-up circle. Now I need to look back all the way through to see whether I've done one exactly like this. I may have done something similar but without the pop-up element. So this is quite a fun card. Uses a standard half A4, scored in panels, and then this circle is fixed onto the front quite cleverly, stamped on there, and then I put some panels, and obviously you could use any of those papers for your panels there. You'll get all of these die cuts as well, and in addition to that you'll have 5 envelopes. There'll be enough to make 10 cards, so 2 of each, and then you'll have assorted cards: boho blue, balmy blue, flirty flamingo, mossy meadow and petal pink. These all to go with the papers. You'll also then have some thick white and basic white card for the different layers and for card bases. So just a quick look at the optional products. We have the mixed labels stamp set here, which has got this lovely banner and a whole series of sentiments and that little element that you stamped on the fold out card. Nice little sympathy there. And then the mixed labels dies include these pretty embossed labels, and then this lovely label design here, and then this has also got some patterning if you want to emboss with that. So although you'll get the die cuts for these, you can obviously purchase these, and you get these at a preferential rate if you order them with your class, and if you order them as a bundle you make a saving as well. And then the other set we have are mixed florals. So these lovely floral images work perfectly with the papers. You've got 3 cute little butterflies, and in addition to the dies that cut out each of these images and the butterflies, as I said right at the beginning, there's this lovely additional die that has this background foliage, and I've cut a slit in here and dropped it in. That's how that one was done, and that's called mixed florals dies. I think the dies on their own probably don't work unless you have the stamp set, because you're cutting out these other elements as well, and then you have that one in addition. So you can buy the bundle of the stamps and the dies, again at a preferential rate. Sorry about the light reflecting, I do apologise. In this set, as I said before, you'll have 2 blend pens. I'll just show you what they're like. These aren't necessarily the colours. You will have a green and flirty flamingo, but if you have a particular preference for something else, then let me know. So these are alcohol markers that allow you to do colouring in. If you already have something like Copics or something, Pro markers, they're very similar to that, and they enable you to blend colours together. I didn't want to just give you 2 of the same colour. So normally these are sold as a light and a dark in one pack. So what I'll do is I'll order up the packs and then I'll split them. So you'll have a light blue, for example, in this case, and a light green, or a dark blue and a dark green. My aim is to use Granny Apple Green and Flirty Flamingo, but if you have a preference for a different colour set, then just specify that when you're ordering and I will do my best to accommodate that. So those are included in the packs. So the cost of our class in a box is £25, all inclusive of the products that come to you. The stamp sets and the dies obviously are extra to that, but you'll get the papers, you'll get the cardstock, you'll get the dies and the die cuts rather, and envelopes. I'm missing one. It'll be buried. Here we go. This one here. You don't have to do the cards as I have designed them. You can do entirely your own thing with your class in a box. You'll have plenty to play with. So you'll have six by 12 inch papers. So technically you could just use each of those cut into 3. So you could make 18 card fronts if you like. But obviously with these, this uses a lot less than a third of a piece of paper. This one uses half because I've chosen to pop that layer on the inside. If you have the stamp set, of course, then you can stamp any of these elements and create more. One of the options you also have when you order is to add on additional papers. So you can order a full pack of paper for £11. Again, that's a preferential rate just when you order the class in a box. So I hope you like the projects. I love the papers. These are all from our online exclusive items, so you need to have a look at those on the website, and in the email that I send out there are links at the bottom so you can view those in more detail. Thank you so much. I hope you're able to join us for our April class in a box. Bye for now.